Hello and welcome to another 5-minute drawing lesson. This week we're going to do a Nissan Skyline, but to make it a bit more fun we'll do a slightly cartoony one. So we'll start with the front wheel over here, and then the first thing we'll do to make our car a bit more cartoony is shorten the wheelbase. So we'll measure 2 wheels, which is a bit shorter than it should be, and then we'll draw the next wheel. If you like, you can draw the rear wheel slightly bigger than the front, that might help. The next thing we'll do is the bottom of the car, and this has got a slight slope on the real one, so again we'll exaggerate that a tiny bit. So we need a nice straight line that goes from here, slightly sloping upwards as it goes towards the back of the car. And we'll have another line parallel to that one that again just chops the top of the front wheel off and carries on parallel to the bottom all the way to the back. It's going to be the top edge of our bumper. And we'll get the ends of the car in now. So at the back we want, say, 3/4 of a wheel overhang. So measure 1 wheel back, take a quarter off. That would be the back edge of the bumper. And just take that in there. It can be slightly higher than that bottom line we put in. Same at the front. We'll do a 3/4 overhang, 3/4 of a wheel, and then we'll do our bumper. And that can end up slightly lower than that bottom edge, something like that. And now we can put our headlights on front of there. So we've got a slope, comes back, and then another slope, and then if you do a parallel line to that front one, then you get your headlight shape. On top of there we need a very flat wedge shape which rises slightly the bonnet. Once you get past the wheel here, you carry on parallel to these previous lines out to the back. We better put our backlights in there. So it's a small vertical bit and then a 45-degree line. Try to draw everything with quite straight lines because it's a very angular car, so we can just exaggerate that a bit. Although there is a curve here at the front of the door. And the bottom edge goes straight across. And I'll leave the back edge for now. We'll just start doing the canopy, the top bit. So normally this would be quite a sloping windscreen, but for cartoon effect we're going to make it much taller. So something like that. Same with the last pillar, the C pillar. If you come to the middle of the back wheel and go up, this point here is to the centre of that pillar. So we need a pair of lines that get wider as they come down towards the bottom. And then you can make this into a roof shape. Hope I haven't gone too cartoony, and we'll see. Then we've got a pillar there, and that's the one that shows you where the back edge of the door is, which comes pretty much vertical and then gets across at 45 degrees. The front pillar needs a bit more thickness, and a windscreen. And you can bring the bonnet up to that. And we need maybe a rear screen. You just see a little bit of that. It's probably got a curve in it. A bit of bumper, bonnet, boot, that's the one. And on there we've got a spoiler. There's our basic shape. So now we can add some detail and make it look a bit nicer, because at the moment we're just trying to get the main simple shapes down. And now I can darken the underside, perhaps have the exhaust sticking out. Show the wheels on the far side of the car because that will make it feel more three-dimensional. And perhaps put the ground in as well. Just a shadow underneath there. Door handle. a seat, wing mirror, steering wheel. Up here we'd be able to see underneath the roof slightly, so we'd get some dark in there, and the same for the pillar on the far side. Same over there, and again we'll see the inside of the pillar on the far side there. And there's actually a roll cage in this as well. At the front here we've got some little air intakes. And I think now we can probably put some stickers and things on. So we've got a big square for the number here. And there are lots of sponsors' logos and things, but I'm not going to write every single one out because that will start to get too complicated. But I'll just put simple, lightly drawn boxes to show where that text would be. Otherwise the drawing will just get too complicated. Round one there, square one. So it gives the impression of having lots of stickers on, but without getting so complicated. And what else do we need? That's pretty much it, I think. Just darken those bits. And there we have a slightly cartoony Nissan Skyline. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments how you get on, and let me know if there's a particular car you'd like me to try next, and I'll see what I can do. Have a good week, and see you for another one soon.